Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I can see some thumbs up. That's great. So it looks good. I am live. Guys, my name is Angela. I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen und Helden. I'm an elite retailer for Dixibel over here in Frankfurt in Germany. I can see some hearts on Instagram. That's sweet. Thank you. So I'm also the German distributor for Dixibel over here. So I'm happy that you're joining me. Hi, Michelle. When you join me, just say hi to me and let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, tonight we will finish off our bin for my new shop. And it is my new shop now. So I'm very excited. I got the keys today. It is in the middle of Frankfurt, so I am over the moon happy. So, Michelle, you have to come over and visit me. So I shall put my coffee to the side. It is 9 p.m. over here. I hope from all over the world they are watching. Hi, Sue. Thank you. That's sweet. Okay. We've been working with the cherry blossoms on this bin, and I still have. We will add a little bit more of it on here. This is the top. This is the top, you know, this is like where you can put the rubbish in later on. Somebody has taken it off. It's supposed to stick on top of the sink. So I will do that when I'm finished. But I want to have the cherry blossom transfers got some beautiful black parts. And they are going to go on top of that. Hi, Nina. Thank you for joining. Hallo, liebe Sissi. Schön, dass du da bist. Bonsoir, Michelle. Ça va? So. Okay, I've been taking this transfer pretty much apart because I've been using a lot of pieces, smaller pieces, and then I wasn't sure which ones I'm going to use. So they are all cut up. So I'm firstly going to show you a little trick. You probably know it. I mean, it's not new. For sure you know it, but I'm going to show you anyway. You know, as they are the transfers on those protective. Hallo Nicole. Nicole ist auf Instagram heute. Liebe Trixie, Dankeschön. It's on those protective sheets. And if you have it cut up, you know, they might slid off and not really lay on there. So what I do, I just use a piece of painter's tape. Hi, Sonia. Hi to Croatia. I use a piece of painter's tape, so it's not going to go anywhere. So that's how I do it. Somebody else has a different idea, or anybody else does it the same way, just let me know. I'm open for all tricks also. So guys, if you have some questions, also when you throw it on the floor, they stay together. So all those flowery bits I don't need tonight because I'm going to work with those beautiful black pieces. I'm not going to use the, what are they called? What's this bird in English? Sorry, I'm German after all, so is it a swallow? I'm not sure. So where's my translator? Michelle, please help. Is it a swallow? I'm not sure what they're called in English. Anyhow. See, there's like a tiny flower, so I didn't use that. So that's the reason I put the painter's tape on there. Also, I'm not going to use this piece. Swallow. Oh, I was right. Great, thank you. So, instructions to the side. We're going to work with the, let me work on one side now. I'm going to work with the glaze later on. We're going to seal the transfer with glaze. Hi, Sarah. Oh, thank you. It's a previous bit. So, yeah, I mean, you've got to throw your stuff in style, don't you? So the transfers, as I explained the last time, the transfer itself is on this clear piece of paper or clear piece of foil. And the white one is basically just like a protective sheet so that you, because it's sticky on the back, Hi Dixie Belle, thank you for having me. So, okay. So I'm going to first cut along. This is the nice thing about the transfers. You can use them all. You can use just like a bit. I mean, this is like a pretty bit just on its own. You can layer those. So they are very, very versatile. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So, and I just wanted to show you that the black cat hair, that the black will look really, really pretty on the on that pinky. I was thinking first about painting it white and putting the black on there. And one of my customers, very great artist also, the sweet Becky, she said she wants to have it pink. So I'm going to make it pink. So, okay. I may do a little more to the top. I'm not sure. You know, you're probably the same. You sometimes have to see the result and then you basically decide what you're going to do. So I'm going to lower you a little down and bring you a little closer to that lid. I'm going to throw things around. You know me, master of disaster. It's not working without throwing anything. So there you go. So the cherry blossom transfer is, I basically call it the first generation of the Dixie Belle bells and whistles transfers. They were not really supposed to be released, but at the end Dixie Belle did because they're just too beautiful not to. So when you know where you put it, you can take the backing off. But they are a little harder to release from the backing. So this is the back, that's what it looks like, and this is sticky, and it's going to stick. Hi to Nebraska. It's going to stick, especially there where you don't want to have it. So when you know where you want to have it, put it down and commit. As this is a curved surface, I'm going to take that a little down, just that it doesn't slide off. So here comes my first trick. If you have already some transfers put on here and you are putting some tape on there to secure the next part you're going to add, make sure that you're not putting the tape on top of a transfer which is already there, because otherwise it'll take, when you take that off, it'll take the transfer off with it. So now I'm going to commit. This is curved, so I'm going to go bit by bit and releasing it. And what I do, I like to grab the edge of that foil, and while I'm using this is a transfer tool basically which comes with it. You can use a credit card or something like that, but this is like a wooden stick, which is pretty nice to use. I love them anyway. So while I'm rubbing, I'm going to stand down so I can basically put some pressure on there. It's easier with the lid. And while I'm rubbing, I'm slowly lifting it to see if it has released from the backing. And when it has, it's good. If not, I'm going to lay it back down, rub a little more. There's like this little piece here which didn't come off. Now it came off. So this is the way I'm making my way through it. So down here, The little crackle noise you hear is basically when the transfer releases from that foil. This is like an air bubble going between the foil and the design itself. And this is that crackling noise you can hear. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm talking, so you probably can't hear it. So, oh, Nina is tired. Oklahoma. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. Yes, coffee. Are you drinking coffee also, Nikki? So I'm going to miss the Dixie Belle page. Dixie Belle has decided, I mean, I'm very grateful they let me be on the main page, but there will be some changes. And on the main page, there will be only the ambassadors and the wonderful content creators for you guys. And I'm going to move over to the Chalk Paint 101 page. I'm not quite sure if I can make it already in October because at the moment, as you know, I'm still running 2 shops and I'm closing down my Go shop at the moment, and I've got the new shop now for my furniture and my Dixie Belle paints and stuff. So this will be, the next weeks will be very intense. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make it in October. I will be back, I promise. So stay with me, guys. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going now with the curve of the piece. So now I already got it a bit on, so I can take this off here. This was basically just to get like the initial bit going. So lift it up. So the plan now is, let's talk about sealing transfers. There is, I'm telling you how I do it, you know, I'm not, you know, everybody's got like his own philosophy about it. And there's loads of ways to do it, obviously. I'm going to show you and I'm going to explain to you and give you some tips how I basically do it. So firstly, when I have the transfer applied, I let it, oh, no, Michelle, no. They have their reasons, that's fine. Firstly, when I apply the transfer, I let it sit for about at least 24 hours to make sure that the glue and stuff had enough time to settle down and really get its grip to the surface. That's the first thing I'm doing. So secondly, you should seal it. That's for sure. You can seal it, and this is what I've been asked about in that video. I'm not sure, I think it is from Melissa, where she used the cherry blossoms, and she wrote in there you can seal it with wax, best dang wax. Of course you can. It is a sealer. It is not my first choice. You can, as I said, it's possible, does its job, but I like to have it a little more protected. So I am definitely using one of the top coats to seal it. You can see it is lifting or getting off that foil, not too bad. So therefore Dixie Belle is saying they are more difficult to handle. I think they're pretty easy to handle in comparison with other companies. So this is perfectly okay, I would say. So, what was I saying? Okay, you can use wax. I prefer to use a top coat. You can use any top coat from Dixie Belle, if it's a satin, if it's a flat, if it's a gloss, doesn't matter. They are more protective than the wax. So this is the reason I prefer it, because I really like to seal those in and not that, you know, taken off by whatever, some cleaning residue or something like that. And this is the reason I like to have it nicely protected. So you can use gator hide, but gator hide is a little tricky. Gator hide is the toughest top coat by Dixie Belle. So if you want to use gator hide, put one of the other top coats in between. This is just for extra protection, because I put gator hide directly onto a transfer. I had no problems, but I had other people saying that they did have problems, that the transfer was lifting. But again, this is probably, as I said, I am basically letting the transfer sit for about. So now, what I'm going to do now, you can see I've got my hand laying on here. Thinking about maybe you want to put some transfer over here. So I'm creaming my hands a lot. So I'm creaming my hands a lot. Hi my darling. Hi Luann. I'm creaming my hands a lot. So now it is warm in here. I've got the heating on. It is getting cold outside, so I've got the heating on. So I'm sweating. I've got cream on my hands. I'm laying my hand on here to rub the piece on here. So if the cream and stuff like that is on the surface now, and I want to put some more transfer on there, what's going to happen? Well, obviously it's not going to stick. So what I'm going to do, I'm just protecting this now with cloth, so that I'm not getting any of my cream or something like that. It doesn't need to be much, but you know, if there's any of this sticking on there, you won't have a chance for paint and things like that to adhere properly. So this is some of the mistakes which can happen, especially when you use transfers and you have people saying, oh, you know, it didn't stick properly, only one part and the other didn't. This is sometimes really, you know, when you've been sweating on this piece and you couldn't get, you didn't clean it afterwards again. And if you clean it, you can clean it again, you know, with white lighting or something like that, but then you have to be careful with the transfer, obviously, and that you're not damaging your paint. So there you go. This white lighting is really only for preparation, you know, for preparing the piece and not for cleaning in between. You might damage your design. So almost done. Okay, let it sit for about 24 hours. That's what I do. I use a top coat. And you can use some wax for shading or something like that. That works. But also, again, there, seal it off beforehand before you come in with wax, because especially when you work with colored waxes, they won't stick to the halo around your transfer. So, got it almost on here. Rub, rub, rub. A lot of talking. So, all off. That's it. So I'm gonna bring that. Look how sweet that looks. I mean, it's not all finished yet, but this isn't that gorgeous? This is ever so pretty. Luann, yes, this was painted. This is peony on here on the top. This is peony. So again, now I'm going to make sure that the transfer is laying on here properly. So let's see that you can see. You can use your fingers, but for the same reasons, I'm checking that I protect the rest of the piece when I lay my hands on there. I don't want to have any grease or anything from your fingers on the transfer. So I'm using that backing it was on. And I'm moving from the inside out first to make sure especially the edges of the transfer are nicely on here. There's the reason inside out, which is pretty difficult with this because this is very intricate, but still, you know, you can find the areas to go inside out and make sure the edges are down properly. There you go. So, and I'm going to let that sit now. So this is the first bit. I'm gonna come in with my finishing pad now to make sure that I really polish that into the surface. And then I'm going to let that sit before I'm going to seal that. So the amazing thing, you see that nicely when I bring that up to you. What's the time? 23 minutes. What's the time? There's hardly any of the halos to see, just even like this. So it might not look very nice when you take it off that backing, you know, when you rub it on there, you sometimes think, ooh, what's that? But the nice thing is that the halos are already almost gone. The tape is sticking to my finger. So, and when you come in now with your finishing pad, which I have, there, it's hiding. No need to hide from me. I'm going to get you anyway. This is the finishing pad by Dixie Belle. This is already cut up. This has been used a couple of times. I've washed it. You can wash it. It is soft. And you can use it to buff your paint. And I'm using it to buff basically the transfer gently into the surface. Just to make sure that it is really nicely on here. And this foil, it is so thin. And with this transfer having, you know, no halos whatsoever, this really looks like hand painted on there. So, gently, I'm going to bring that back up to you. So this really looks like hand painted flowers. This is ever so gorgeous. Okay, so this is that. I'm going to let that sit. Just wanted to show you what the black flowers look on, you know, like the peony background. Thank you, Nikki. Doesn't it, Valerie? Sorry, yes, I am. I'm very excited. So the landlord, which is a lady, she is ever so sweet. So this will be good. And the nice thing is it's pretty much around where I live. So it's not far to go. So I'm going to bring you a bit up now again. So, oops. I've got to tighten the right one, don't I? Sorry if I make you seasick, guys. That's me. like to take you flying with me. Okay, this has been, so I've layered those, I've stretched those out. There's like different bits on there. We have the raised stenciling from the tile down here. And thank you, Ale. Thank you. So, who has been working with glaze? I'm using the pearlescent glaze tonight. So glazes, well, a lot of times you basically hear from them when somebody uses them for, hi Phyllis, thank you for joining. Thank you, that's sweet. Just when you want to add like enhance your low lights or something like that, most of people use or a lot of people use the glaze for. I'm using it for, it is beautiful, Michelle, isn't it? I'm using it for sealing the piece because the glazes have basically a built-in top coat. So you can use them for sealing. I'm out of breath. And that's what I'm going to do. So they're also water-based. They've got no smell to them whatsoever. They're VOC free. And this looks pretty thick and strong and yummy. Mix it up before you use it. I'm using a smaller spoon now to mix it up, not my big one. So this is the consistency. Consistency is almost like the top coat satin. It dries within a satiny, shiny finish at the end. It is ever so easy to use, and you can also use it as a the pearlescent is, as the name says, has got like a slight pearl shimmer. So I'm going to show you, because I hope you can see it, because I like to have my finishes like very subtle, so that you can hardly see what was happening. Let's see. There you can see in the light down there, just like on the back where I've already applied it, and next to it where it's not. Can you see the difference? I don't know. Hang on. I'm balancing on my leg now, on one leg, to show you. There you are. Here it is put on, and there it's not. Instagram, you can see here the pearlescent is on, and there it's not. So this is basically the look I'm going for. It's ever so slight here, pearlescent shimmer. That's what I want to have. Also with the raised stenciling, and then this is going to be finished off with some silver gilding wax. I'm using it as a top coat. I'm using the mini, which is my favorite brush. I have one brush which is not as used as the other ones. As you can see, I keep it for the top coats. And also here, I like to dampen it a little before I use it. This is mixed up nicely. I dip it in here, and then I'm gonna see where I've got it on, and then I am going to spread that out. You can layer it, obviously. It is ever so easy to use. If you want to use it to basically to enhance the low lights of your piece, you can do that also. So you basically put it on and you wipe it back pretty much straight away before it dries with a lint-free. I love saying a lint-free cloth. I live with 2 cats, so lint-free is basically non-existent here. So, however, so this is what I'm going to do with it. One coat I'm going to decide if I want to have it even more, because obviously when you layer it, the effect gets stronger. You can see a little more of the, but I think I quite like it just this way. Ever so gentle. And you can apply it almost without any streaks. Just make sure that if you use it like a top coat like I am at the moment. So, but this is basically also to seal off your transfer. And you can apply any of the other top coats on top. You can apply the Gilding Wax. Obviously, you can apply the Western Wax on top if you want to work a little different, you know, around, if you want to have it lighter or darker around those areas. So as this is water-based, this works pretty nicely. So there you go. I leave the other half for our German friends. I'm going to do that with them on Thursday, so they have a chance to see that also. Making sure that this is nicely on here and nicely spread. You have a bit of an open time, not too long. It dries pretty quick. So this is ever so sweet. I really love that transfer. I really love it. So I'm going to dry that quickly. Throw things on the floor at the same time. This won't be a kitchen bin, Sarah. This won't be a kitchen bin. This will go basically in my shop, you know, where the customers come. And so it's not, you know, like with strong detergents. So this will be fine. This will be fine. Lint free. There you go. Hang on. So, cat hair. And then we're going to do quickly a little bit of enhancing with the again, this is only to give it like a little interest and add a little more on there. You know, I love finishes where you have to look at for a while, and the longer you look at it, the more details you catch. So thank you, Nina. Oh yes, Dixie Bell. Check out for your local retailer. So obviously what I'm doing now is not really recommended. As the glaze also, like the top coat, is self-leveling and stuff. So especially around those areas, I wanna get a little Gilding Wax, especially there. So yeah, exactly. Soap and water, Michelle. That's fine for the area this is going to. So, I have I'm going to show you. It's sitting a little bit on top there in the trim, so which is fine. So, just like a little bit of shimmer. So, Gilding Wax by Dixie Belle comes in those cute, ever so cute little tins. So sweet. So sweet. And let's see. Up. They are oil based, but even so they are oil based, they've got not like a very strong smell to them. So this is the silver, ever so shiny. Look at this, so pretty. You can apply it with your fingers. It is ever so smooth. I'm going to show you. You can just like dip your finger in here, got it on here like this. Just like use your thumb and your pointing finger to smooth that out a little bit. And then you can go ever so gently around the areas. I want to have some of the raised stenciling on here, that trim. It's you know, just use a little. This goes a very long way. So and this is supposed to smooth that bright pink of the raised stenciling out even a little more. On top here. I'm not worried about my fingers. I can, you know, if you don't let it on there for about 2 days, you can wash it off with soap and water. So. I'm gonna bring that a bit closer so you can see basically the difference. There you can see the difference. On this side is nothing, and on this side the silver's on there, just to give it a little more depth, so to say. And basically calm those. I've chosen basically silver because you've seen the what's it called? The mouse where you throw the rubbish in at the end. It is silver, and I thought I've got a plastic bag around there for now, so that I'm not painting on there. I don't want to clean that. So this is silver, so this has got to go with it. Usually I would have gone for copper, you know me. I always go for copper. So I thought this is a good. Again, I've picked up a little more. You can feel when it's dried in your, add a little on the trim on top there. So I could have sanded the raised stenciling down to have it smoothed out, but I didn't want to because I wanted to look rough and scruffy, to be able to enhance some of the high spots. It looks a little bit like concrete and stuff, just to have raised areas and not raised areas. Okay, now I'm coming to the edge where there's no glaze applied, and you can put it on there as thick as you want to. You don't need much. If you have added too much, it's going to take longer to dry. Usually those gilding waxes dry within 20 hours and they are ready to go. If you add them too thick, it'll obviously take longer and they'll rub off even after days. So use it, just use very little and go from there. So the same thing I'm gonna do on the bottom, but that's basically it. So you know where this whole piece is going. I'm just going to stick the top on there so you can see. So just wipe the I didn't show you. I just wiped the gilding wax off with a baby wipe from my fingers now. So that's what I said. I'm not worried about having it on my fingers. The only gilding wax is the zinc one where I would recommend wearing gloves because that's staining your skin. But it's washing off eventually, you know. So okay, let's see. I can bring it a little bit further. That you can get like the whole idea of the whole thing. I'm probably gonna, because this is going to be stuck on there, probably not the trim, would you bend trim around there, but that's basically where it is going. Thank you so much, Emily. I really appreciated you looking after me. Oops, I'm gonna come up to you. There we are. I really appreciated that. So I'm a little sad, but even so, I'm not gone. I'm gonna come back on the 12.101 page. As I said, probably not in October. Still lots of things to do at the moment. But please stay with me, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hi, Amber. That's sweet, Amber. Yeah, so, oops. Hang on. This is just dropping, not dropping. So guys, so therefore, please, if you haven't done it yet, pop over to my page and leave me a like there. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Follow me, the Master of Disaster. There's always things happening. And, well, probably the next lives are going to come then from the new shop. When you're in the Frankfurt area, make sure that you come and visit me. It'll be up very soon. Thank you, Michelle. For those who don't know me, my name is Angela. I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfenhelden. I'm a light retailer for Dixie Belle over here in Frankfurt in Germany. I also am the German distribution for Dixie Belle. So if you want to become a retailer over here in Germany, please contact me. I would love to have you in the team. Guys, I thank you so much for being with me. You take care, you stay safe, and I see you then. Ta-da, bye-bye. Thank you, Dixie Belle, so much for having me. It's always great fun on your page. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, Instagram.